Okay, in this episode we are going to learn about how to declare an array in a C program. You can declare an array in the same way you declare a normal C variable, but while declaring an array you have to specify the dimension of the array. The dimension is nothing but the maximum number of variables held by the array, or the maximum memory location reserved for the particular array. That is the dimension. Okay, suppose you want to save 10 integer values, then you have to declare an array which is capable of holding 10 integer values. Okay, so the first step for declaring an array, you have to specify the data type. So if you want to save 10 consecutive integer numbers or 10 integer numbers, first you have to specify the data type of that particular array. So our data type is int. Now you have to specify a valid identifier name for the array. So you have to always make sure that the array identifier is not be a keyword, it is not start with a number. You can use the same rule while creating a variable for creating an array. Okay, so second you have to specify a valid identifier. I put an identifier x, it's a valid identifier, it's not a keyword, it's not a number. And now you have to put a square bracket. So when compiler see the square bracket in the variable declaration, compiler identifies that this variable represents an array. That means this variable is capable of holding more than one values, or this variable has more than one memory reservation. Okay, so that is an array. So when compiler see a statement like this, compiler identifies that this is x is an array of integer type. That means it is not possible to save a float value into x, it is not possible to save a character value into x, it is only possible to save an integer value. Okay, now you have to specify the dimension. So suppose here you want to save 10 numbers, so I put the number as 10. Okay, but the variable x is an array which is capable of holding 11 values. This is because in C programming every array is indexed from 0. So 0 to 10 means 11. Okay, so the array x is capable of holding 11 values. Suppose if you want to save some float values, then you have to declare array capable of holding float values. So I declare an array of float type, float f, of size I put it as 5. So when compiler compile this statement, compiler identifies that f is an array which is capable of holding 6 float values. So 0 to 5, 6 values. Suppose you want to save some character values. I put a number 10. So when compiler see a statement like this, compiler identifies that S is an array which is capable of holding 10 character values. So this is how we declare array in a C program.